Now that the quarterback battle is settled and head coach Antonio Pierce has declared Gardner Minshew the winner, what do you think? Me? I don't think either one was impressive. Aidan O'Connell was supposed to make that big jump to year 2, but he didn't, and Minshew is Minshew minus the turnover so far. The thing is, we were led to believe O'Connell would be the starter if it was close, and it was very close, so what in the world happened? Don't blame the insiders, because someone told them Minshew would have to really beat O'Connell out. As a matter of fact, before Minshew even became a Raider, Pierce said whoever it came would have to beat him out. But what if the plan in that Raider building all along was that O'Connell really had to go out there and beat Minshew out? There are some things that suggest that's the case. I guess the one thing you're supposed to do that I didn't do because I listened to Pierce is follow the money. Minshew only got 2 years for $25 million, so I thought nothing of it. That's not franchise quarterback money, nor is it even starting quarterback money. That made me believe Minshew had to beat O'Connell out, but there's something I didn't think about. Minshew really isn't making that much money for a quarterback, but he makes way more than O'Connell. According to Spot Rack, Minshew's cap hit this year is $8 million. O'Connell is only $1 million and some change, so the fact is he makes 8 times what O'Connell's making. In a game with a hard budget, you have to make sure you get as much out of each dollar you spend. People will look you in the eye every day and all day and twice on Sunday and tell you it ain't about the money, but it's always about the money. If you pay a guy $8 million and another guy $1 million, which one are you going to want to do more for you? That's what a lot of us didn't think about. Why else would you give a close call to a vet over a youngster that can get better? And Minshew could be a backup anywhere, so why Las Vegas? The morning after the Raiders' preseason loss to the Dallas Cowboys, Pierce went ahead and announced Minshew was the starter. And when he was asked why, he said experience. This is Minshew's 5th go-around in the NFL, and O'Connell only has 10 starts. Minshew has played in all kinds of different systems under all kinds of different adversities too. He's 15-22 as a starter. He's completed 62% of his passes for 9,937 yards, 59 touchdowns, and 24 interceptions. That's in 59 total games. Oh, he made the Pro Bowl last year too. Making the Pro Bowl obviously isn't the same accomplishment it used to be, but it's something. He did so as an alternate too. That means he showed up when the other guys wouldn't. That's what Minshew is. He's the guy you want when you don't have the guy you want. That's why the Raiders are his 4th team in his 5th year in the NFL. The Raiders signed him because they wanted minimum competency at quarterback, and they don't know what O'Connell is yet. That's all the more reason why O'Connell had to beat Minshew out. Even though I now believe it was really Minshew's job to lose from the start, it's still on O'Connell. He has a big arm and all the accuracy in the world, but when he's under pressure, like I said in the last video, he falls apart. He worked on his mobility over the offseason to mitigate that, but he still isn't good under pressure. In camp, there were times he'd throw the ball up for grabs to avoid a sack. He wasn't like that last year, so I say he's gotten worse under pressure. Then Minshew, who's known to be turnover prone, needed to work on trying not to do too much and play within himself. He may be able to do some things here and there, but he can't do what Patrick Mahomes does consistently because he doesn't have his athletic profile or skill set. In training camp, Minshew started out trying to do things like Mahomes and he turned the ball over at first. But in the process, he learned that wasn't going to work out for him, so he quickly adapted to what he was being taught by offensive coordinator Luke Getsy and his offensive staff. The key to Minshew winning the competition is he learned not to be careless with the football more than O'Connell learned not to panic under pressure. No more, no less. Okay, that's really what it came down to as far as why Minshew is the starter. Pierce wants to know what he's getting from his quarterback. No problem there, but why would he say O'Connell would be given the job if it's close? This is just me here, as this whole video is just me. I'm not pretending like I talked to someone, and I believe the insiders really did talk to someone. That doesn't mean what they're saying is the truth, though. A lot of NFL teams put things out there with their insiders that don't come true. They leak things to throw them off their scent. Like Pierce said many times, he wants to start fast this year. There's no better way to get that going than with a Week 1 win, right? Football is a game of preparation and film study, so why would they tell anyone from jump that Minshew is the starter? That would give Los Angeles Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh a few months to prepare for just Minshew versus a couple of weeks. I think we can all agree that having your opponent focus on 2 possible quarterbacks for a while is better than one entire offseason. I don't believe Minshew won the job based on what he did in training camp in this preseason. So Pierce comes into the season saying Minshew has to really beat O'Connell out, and if it's close, it goes to O'Connell. Then when it's close, he gives it to Minshew. I ain't mad at him at all, but at the same time, I strongly believe it's because O'Connell's the one that really had to beat Minshew out. He had to prove that he really made that big jump to year 2. If he did, he wouldn't have had any problems beating Minshew out, but he showed pressure still bothers him way more than it should. That's why he didn't complete a pass in 3/4 of the second game against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Raiders ain't going to beat the Chiefs like that again this year, and Minshew gives the Raiders minimum competency at the quarterback position. Thank you for watching. See you next time.